I think it would be better if your question is related to HBase or NoSQL, you can ask now, or you can drop an email and then I'll answer. All right. Okay. So yes, Anand, the delimited is same for both. Okay. So Anand's question is the when we say delimited fields by this, what does it mean? Does it mean that the data is stored and also the file? All right, all right. So this is the various components we have in HBase, Manish. So you have HDFS, Zookeeper, then you have master, and then region servers. Okay. Master and region servers, they store their data in in the file system, which is HDFS, and the coordination between Zookeeper and region server happens through through Zookeeper. Okay, HBase master and region server, these components communicate to each other by the way of a third party called Zookeeper. So HBase tells Zookeeper about what he needs to tell to region servers, and region servers tell to Zookeeper what they need to tell to HBase. Okay. Yes, Manish. Did you have any questions regarding this? Yeah. So Manish's question is, so master is equivalent to name node? Yes, in a way, yes. Okay. The way there was job tracker equivalent to the name node. Similarly, we have master which is equivalent to the name node. Right. So region servers look like data nodes, but they essentially each individual region server is nothing but somebody who is storing the file. Okay. Now internally, region server might be storing the file on multiple data node, or it might be storing the data on single data node. Yes, Manish, you can think of it that way. And yeah, so since it's also like master slave kind of a model where there is a one single master and there are multiple slaves, master does nothing but coordination and slaves do the actual grunt work. While that that might give an impression that they are parallel to HDFS, but the thing is the region server themselves store the data in HDFS. Okay. Finally, their data, the region servers, the way they are, the way region servers are storing the data into file system, that is into HDFS. That file system is HDFS. That's correct. All right. So Manish's question is, what's the utility of H file? H file is basically a object. It's a class object. Okay. And it is basically a representation of a file that is going to be stored in HDFS. Okay. So H file, memstore, and write ahead log, these are internal objects via which the file and the data is being stored into HDFS. So some part of the data region server tries to cache, and that is called memstore. And as and when the data is arriving region servers are writing it into something called write ahead log and then pushing it to the HDFS. Okay, so see the H file, mem store, and write ahead log. You can right now don't have to get into that complications. Those are internal structures. But what we can we'll understand the way it is going to store. Okay, so you have a file, you have a table in which you have say 1000 records right now. So you created a table in HBase. The table gets created into a single region server. And as you keep on adding more and more records and table reaches certain threshold, the table is broken into two parts. Okay. Say the table reaches 1000 records and it has reaches the limit we have configured. We can configure this limit, how many rows or how much data in a single region server. The moment we reach that limit, it splits it splits the table into two equal half. Okay, so if your upper limit is 1000 records, it will be table will be broken into two half. One half will be in one region server, and other half will be in another region server. And this information, that which region, and this section of the table is called a region. So which region is in which machine is recorded by master. Okay, so that's how it generally works. So you have a big table, you start storing in a single region, and region server is indirectly storing that particular section of the data in the file system, which is HDFS. And as the table keeps on growing, region server splits that data into two half, okay, into two parts, and then there will be two machines storing the single table, one for one reason and other for other reason, and that way it'll keep on going as these both region servers grow. The moment any of these reaches the threshold, again it will be sliced into two half. And this way, if you notice, if the data that is being inserted into these tables, if that data is uniformly distributed across the table, then then all these machines will be equally loaded, right? All the region servers will be equally loaded, and after a point in time. All right, so now at this point Srinivas's question is why we need zookeeper and why we need the why what is the role of zookeeper in HBase architecture. So in very simple words, zookeeper is a central machine. Okay, so instead of, if you have heard about other architectures like event subscribers, and there are many kinds of models which we had earlier, right? So when we did traditional programming, or when we did built traditional machines, or traditional, when we built traditional systems. Just a second, I think audio got disconnected. Hello.